I am Tabetha McNeal, and this is The Next Up, a creator's journey to success. And today's special guest is Blair Hall. Woo!
How doing?
Good. So tell the people about yourself, Blair. Like, what is your story?
Well, I'm originally from Orlando, Florida. Grew up around like the Disney area and everything like that. I started my entertainment journey basically starting off on the cinematography side. So I started working for the city of Orlando down there, and I started following the mayor, just basically covering all of his co-ops and everything, and just making sure that I can just do everything that I can do creatively that way. And then after there, I moved up from Orlando, Florida to Maryland, and that's where I got the acting bug, because I was doing some directing before with some like web series and like creative shorts. And then when I actually tried to like talk to the actors and try to get into their head, I was like, let me actually try to take some acting classes and see like what this life is really about so I can give them better direction. But after when I actually took my first acting class, I was like, I actually like this. So I might, want to pursue this a little bit more. And every time I just kept going back to class, the love kept on growing. So from there, I am where I'm at now. So. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I want to talk about being in the Catlett Academy with the amazing and super talented Will Catlett.
Yes.
How is that for you?
It's amazing. Just every time we all link up, and whether it's from his pre-recorded live classrooms where he's just breaking down how to get into the industry, or from actually doing the Facebook Lives that we do as the Academy together, it's just, you never know what you're about to get into, but when you actually just pay attention and just listen and just soak in everything that he's saying, your life is going to change for the better, especially when you're doing your acting careers and everything. And it's also connecting a lot of creatives together. So like me and yourself, and then also shout out to Tiana, shout out to Chalet, shout out to Sarai, everybody that we're all coming together and just trying to link up and just do creative things and just get ourselves on the map. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Being a part of that academy has showed me so much how I can grow as an actress. And then meeting you guys is just like, oh, snap, we really about to take over. Like 2020 is not over. Catlett Academy is coming through. So I love that.
Yes.
My next question for you is, as a Black man kind of coming into the industry, what are some things that you want to see changed?
I just want to see more stories told about us, because growing up, like, for instance, I'm a huge comic book nerd, and I'm pretty sure every time when we talk on the Catlett Academy and, like, Will's asking, like, what do you guys want to do? I'm always saying, I want to be a Black superhero. Like, yeah. That's my thing. And then we haven't seen too many before Chadwick Boseman being the Black Panther. So I would love to see more stories just showing how strong Black people are, because we strong, right? And yeah. I'm tired of, like, even though our history shows like they like to portray like the slavery and like all like the depressing side of like the Black culture, I feel like we have so many more stories that we can tell and portray, and also show the next generation what we can do.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you talked about cinematography. Who are some of your favorite cinematographers?
I would say Ryan Coogler. Well, he's not a cinematographer, but he's a director. I would say Ryan Coogler. I will also go down the line of saying his name off the top of my head. It's the director and producer for the show. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah.
It's The Mandalorian. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but one of my biggest and favorite is Ryan Coogler, because I started when he was watching, when he directed Fruitvale Station and going into Creed, and then going into Black Panther and Creed 2 and everything. He was a producer on that movie. Mm-hmm. I'm just seeing where he started and just being a student from USC, and then where he's at now, just being paid millions just to do his job, which is amazing. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what have been your movie influences that you're like, man, I want to be on that show. I wish I was a part of that, project?
Like I said, I'm a huge comic book nerd. I would love to be in some different comic book shows. So like one of my favorite comic book shows is like Flash, Black Lightning, which Will is on.
Yeah,
Another show I would love to be on, love to be on is Insecure because that just shows the culture and is around my age range, which I think I'm perfect for. But
yeah.
yeah, I love shows that definitely can hit home for me and I can relate to. So anything that just portrays my lifestyle and I can be on, I would definitely be interested in.
That's cool. What has been the biggest advice you have gotten as an actor?
Um, Getting out of my own head and like just letting like there's only one me basically.
Yeah.
So not trying to be like anybody else, just me use my own journey in my own life, my own instances that happened to me, and bringing it to those characters. So just relaxing and just being able to surrender to the role and be able to serve it in the right way. That's the best best knowledge that I can because before
That's great.
when I first started acting, I was so like just like I gotta remember my lines. I gotta make sure I say it the right way. But now it's like even if I fumble a line, I could still if I'm feeling it the way how it would affect me, it will still come across and still connect with somebody that's watching. So
That's beautiful. So you said you were doing cinematography and you were thinking things for the mayor. How was that process for you? I mean,
it
how did
was
you get that job?
it was fun. So I first started off as an intern. One of my great friends, her name is Sheree Green. She was a admin for one of the mayor, city council members, and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw that I wanted to be like a graphic designer at first, but she was like, you could really do some more things. So she introduced me to another guy named Neil Galarte, where she was over all the video, and he brought me in, and then I started off as an intern, just basically learning how to do the ins and outs of like setting up a camera and setting up a mic on the actual person and just making sure that you get a good interview. And from there, I was working hard for like about a good year and a half, and then I got the opportunity to work part time, and then from there, I moved up to here. So it was a good journey and a good start from where I could actually learn things about like cinematography and just setting up cameras, how to edit and how to organize my footage and everything in the right way.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, let's talk about the real stuff right now. So, if you were a director and you could direct any movie and cast anyone in it, who would be your 5 top people?
My 5 top people. Of course, I'm a huge, huge fan of Michael B. Jordan and his whole career.
I
If I,
see.
as he was on The Wire. Um, I'm a huge fan of Creed, especially from the Rocky whole line, and then how they spin that around and just made that into what it is today. I would also say Lupita. I love Lupita. She's such a beautiful woman, and her acting skills from either being on a theater stage to being in front of like the silver screen, she's just amazing, top down. I will also say Chadwick Boseman. I'm just
Mm,
naming Black Panther cast, but Chadwick Boseman, his skills are just hands down top notch, and I love everything that he does. And I will also say, who else would I go with? Give me a second. I'm trying to think.
yeah, no.
Um, trying to think. Also, I would say Will. Will is definitely. I've been watching him ever since Love Is. Not Love Is,
Yeah.
but first off of Issa Rae's channel. I
Mhm.
watched him, and then I watched his career grow from being on Black and Sexy to being on Issa Rae's channel to being on a TV show, then getting booked for another TV show, and then being in movies now. I would definitely love to work with him and direct him in different type of ways. And then
Yeah.
also another one of my favorite actors is I'm trying to, her name slipped out of my head, but Blair. So it was those 4. I was going
Okay.
those 4.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, what has been your biggest pet peeve in the industry as far as being an actor?
My biggest pet peeve is basically like sometimes it could be a little frustrating, especially like for me, I'm recently just getting onto my journey, but like just trying to find ways of getting booked and just trying to stay
Yeah.
encouraged with that way. Because I know you put in a lot of work and going to a lot of classes and then buying all this material, trying to learn everything that you can. But it can be a little bit discouraging when you're not getting booked. But gratefully, and I'm so happy that I'm in this academy. It's really showing me that just being able to be patient and waiting your turn, and being excited for other people who are booking, will take you a very long way. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say it's a little bit of it's not like a pet peeve, but it helps that I'm growing in that area as well.
That's awesome. So if you could win any award, what
Mm-hmm.
would it be?
Um,
They handed you the award and they said, Blair Hall, we're introducing you this award. What would that be?
I want to be best actor. Best actor of
Yeah.
the, because I know I'm putting in the work now. Just learning the craft as much as I can. But I do believe in a few years, or even probably like 2, 3 years, if I keep working hard, you never know what God could bring me. So I
Yeah,
would
you're
say
right.
just working and to be the best actor and just keep trying to book like crazy and just keep doing my job and just being happy with my journey.
Yeah. So let's talk about your process in being an actor. What are some of the things that you go through from reading books or talking to your friends? What is your process in kind of developing a character?
So I'm still learning some of the processes now, but right now I'm doing as many monologues as I can, trying to see what kind of characters I can embody the best. And so far, I've been doing really well with villains and everything because I feel like me being a person who's naturally kind and everybody, like, I'm trying to be something that's different than that. I'm trying to
Yeah,
be
no, I feel you.
outside of
Yeah.
that box. So like it, with me doing that, like I've listened to so many interviews and especially some of the greats, like I said, Michael B. Jordan, who's definitely on fire right now. When he was playing Killmonger, he had to like mentally decide that he's gonna be like a loner during that time, just to
Mm.
be off, so he can get into the right mindset when he's actually becoming that character.
Yeah.
So right now, a new monologue that I'm going to be doing with some of my friends out here that's like trying to make it a little more cinematic than I have been doing as of lately. But I'm going to be becoming a serial killer. So there, I'm going to be watching
Watch out,
different.
ladies. He's coming a serial killer. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going into the process of just learning what kind of things these serial killers think about, and then also like just trying to get their same kind of cadences and everything, how they can carry themselves at the same time. And at the same time, I don't want to go too far because like I don't want to bring on that spirit or anything, but like I
Yeah.
still want to be able to like learn and just be able to do the character justice because that's what it's called. Like if you get booked for something, you got to be that character. You can't be like, oh, I got booked, I don't want to do this. But no, you gotta do what you gotta do. So
Right. So another question would be, what is your advice for aspiring actors right now?
I would say just get up and go. I've actually talked to a couple of my friends because from the monologues that I've been posting on Facebook and everything, they're saying like they're being encouraged just seeing somebody that hasn't been in front of too many like actual big projects or anything, just being able to put out material and content and just being able just to go out and just start.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say just go out and just take the leap. Because if you never take the leap, you're not gonna move from the same spot. So you got to be able to take that blind step and have faith that God's gonna bring you to where you want to be.
That's cool. So if you weren't pursuing acting as a career, what would you be doing right now?
Hmm. I would say probably trying to work with the youth. I have a heart for the youth a little bit because I want to be able to depart some of the wisdom that I didn't get when I was growing up. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to talk or boost myself up, but like I'm a very kind person, so I want to be able to talk to the ones who are kind of like loners, but who have heart of gold, and like bring them in and just be able to teach them the ways how they can help people out, but not let people use you at the same time.
Yeah, come on, Denzel, give the children what they need. I like that. So, what has been maybe the most hardest monologue you've ever had to play with?
I would say the American Gods one that I did recently off of the project that I worked with Paul from our class.
Yeah, shout out to Paul, by the way.
Yeah, Paul, hands down, great director slash cinematographer slash
Yes.
everything. He was great. But I would say the American Gods one because one of my issues is I can mimic people pretty well. Like I pick up some of the people's cadences and everything, like, but making that performance different and making it my own, that was a little bit tough. Because I didn't want to copy everything, but I know there's some accents that the character portrays during that, and I wanted to make it my own. So like I had to work that around and just see how I can say it a little bit differently to make it my own.
Yeah, that's so cool. So we're winding down with the questions, but have you been taking any more training, or has Will been the kind of catapult to, reach out to other people?
I have been taking other trainings. I've been working with some of the acting coaches at the Arvold studio, or Arvold Warner Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And I also been taking my first acting teacher here in Maryland is Capital Coaching Studios. I'm just starting back with her again and just trying to just brush up on some more skills and just stay consistent with that. But my main one is just definitely the Catlett Academy and just networking and just keep pushing myself to just keep learning and keep reading different books.
That's great. So what would be your dream role other than being a superhero? And what do you think you would bring to that character?
I would definitely say I want to say like a love drama. I think I could definitely pull that role off because I could bring a nice humanity to that character, and also bringing my own experiences through my life, and just letting my light shine from that character.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in 5 years, Blair?
I see myself on TV shows, just starting to scratch the surface of being on feature films, and also starting to pick back up directing as well. That's another love of mine as directing. So.
Wow, wait a second. So wait, you want to be a director? Let's talk about directors real quick. Who are your favorite directors?
Well, I mentioned him earlier. I would say Ryan Coogler. I've been watching him, and his works just inspires me every time I see one of his projects come out. So I would say Ryan Coogler, and I'll also say what's his name? Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
But Ryan Coogler. I will stick with Ryan Coogler because he's definitely one of my extended mentors that I haven't met yet, but I'm definitely going to meet him.
Yeah.
In the future. But I would say Ryan Coogler.
That's awesome. So we are winding down to the last question. What is a fun fact people might not be aware of you?
A fun fact people might not be aware of. I would say I'm a dope photographer.
Okay.
I'm doing photography. I've been doing photography for about the past 6 or 7 years now. I love doing headshots. I love doing creative shoots, weddings, everything. If you need a photographer for a wedding while I am not being booked and on different TV shows, you could definitely let me know and I'll help out.
Come on, y'all, sponsor him. Yes.
Yeah.
COVID weddings all 2020. That's what we're doing. Exactly. I like that.
Social distances.
Yeah. So Blair, thank you so much for this amazing interview. Even though you are new to this industry, and so am I, like just try to act like I'm not. But thank you so much for this amazing interview. I can't wait to see so much more from you. I've seen your monologues. We obviously be talking to each other in the Catlett Academy, and I just see so much growth from everyone. And I think that, the fruit from our group is just going to multiply, and it's going to be super amazing when everything, when we're all, beside each other. We got our awards, we got our mansions. Remember to buy your mama a house, like Denzel said.
Of course.
Yeah. Buy your mama a house. And again, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you do many more interviews. I literally can't wait to see you, after you win your Emmy Award. And I'm like, yo, I knew that too. You're going to be there, Wakanda, whatever. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. You guys, this is The Next Up. I am Tabetha McNeal, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.